You see, the thing that ends up happening in martial arts, we're all divided by sport, tradition, and reality. The sport people, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, okay, they're over here. They're training this way. And they're like, oh, our stuff's the best. Then you have the traditionalist. The traditionalist is like, I will practice my forms, my discipline, my meditation, and keep doing what's been going on for thousands of years. And they say that box is the best. And then over here you have the reality-based folks who are like, oh, I do military tactics, I do this, and I do street fighting, and I do right core to the things, and I don't mess around with anything. They're in this box. Now the question is, who's better? That's the wrong question. That is completely the wrong question. There are 3 sand pits. If you play in all 3 sand pits, absorb what is useful from all 3 sand pits. Reject what is useless to you specifically from all 3 sand pits. Research your own experiences. That means get in those sand pits and test that stuff out. And then finally, what you're going to be left with is your own. Add that which is specifically your own. The honest expression of the self, who you are. There should be no 2 martial artists who are alike. You should never try to emulate or copy any other martial artist. You should not have this idea in your mind that, oh, these masters from before were the greatest and they became so good and I will never get to that point because they were here and then my teacher's teacher was here and my teacher's here, so therefore I can only reach this ceiling, I can only get to here. You can't come with that way. That's coming from a perspective of already limiting yourself. Bruce Lee's famous saying in The Art of Jeet Kune Do is, having no way is way and having no limit is limit. Now, having no way is way doesn't mean just do anything. Having no way is way means you've researched and you've absorbed and you've gathered what is good for you. And now you can fight in no way. That means you can adjust, you can adapt. That's what that means. Having no way is way means you can adapt to any situation, any circumstance, any range, any weapons configuration. Then having no limit is limit. You look at yourself and make sure today you were better than you were yesterday. And tomorrow you're better than you are today. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Don't set your standard based on anybody else. Don't do that and rob yourself of the greatest experience possible of honestly learning to express yourself and who you truly are. This martial arts is a gift to all of us. And this is a gift. This is why we're giving you this program. I came together with the Budo brothers to put together this series because my purpose was, it was my way to give back. And I said for $9.99, I'm going to give you 15 to 20 hours worth of training, as much of things possible, all the greatest secrets that I know. They're not even secrets. They're just things that are so simple that they can be qualified as secrets. They're things that you can apply instantly and put into your art right away. We are trying to raise money and efforts for the Budo Fund, Budo Youth Fund, to send kids who don't have the opportunity to go to martial arts and feel the way you and I do, and have this courage and confidence that the martial arts gave us as a gift. We're trying to help them, and so 10% of all proceeds is going to go to that. We're trying to put information out and material out so that we can help educate you. We can help educate you so that you can become a better martial artist, so you can have fun, and you can get out there in the world and help uplift other people and pull them out from the shitholes that they might be living in, or the traps in their own mind, or the limitations that they've placed upon themselves. Because myself and you and everybody watching out there, if we throw away styles and systems that delineate each of us and that divide all of us, we're all the same. We all spend our spare time training. We all try to figure out how to get better. We all have best friends in the martial arts. We've all grown together. We've all gotten courage, confidence, and the ability to honestly express ourselves through the martial arts. That brings us all together. So if we throw away the idea of names and titles and configurations, and we truly come together and look at the roots of combat, the universal principles that exist, that actually bind us all together instead of pulling ourselves apart, we can have so much more fun. We can unite and help this world become a much better place. A place in which people can walk around with their head held up high, with courage, confidence, with honor and discipline. Because that is what the martial way is all about. We take the best training methods and ideas from the combat sports like boxing and kickboxing and MMA. We take the best parts of traditional martial arts, the discipline, the breathing, the meditation, the way of life, the way of warrior, the Budo spirit, that idea. And then from there, we take the idea of street fighting, what works, the tactics and strategies that are actually going to work, the self-preservation techniques that we need. And we have all 3 of those seamlessly integrated into each other. There's no more separation. It should not be a conversation of my art is better than your art. We need to get way past that. The time is far gone for that. That's not the era we live in. So if we get past that, we'll get better. We get past that, stop wasting your time on the keyboard, stop wasting your time doing those things. Get out on the mats and train. Make a better version of yourself, make a better martial artist out of yourself, and walk around in the world, and everywhere you go, everybody is going to be a little bit safer. Wherever you go in the world, everybody's going to have a friend when they're in need, and when you come home, everybody's going to be happy you're there, because you lived the warrior's way.